Well, hi, Achievers, hi. So, I thought I'd talk about this because this was like the mothership calling me home. I went into a charity shop and got some books. Now, do I need more books? No. Um, but I just was so tempted. It has been, well, March, April, May, June, July. Way too long. 4 months since I've been to a charity shop or to an actual bookshop. Okay, fine. I popped into the Works once or twice and Smith's too, but not Waterstones, an actual proper physical bookshop. And so I went to the RSPCA, okay, which is in Hillingdon, okay, and it was actually because I got the wrong bus. So I went to go into Uxbridge. As I got on the bus to Islip, I was on Uxbridge Road. But I thought, as I was there, I thought I'd go in. Now, this charity shop is good. Oh, they're good. So I'll explain why at the end. This is the book Bounty I got and how much I paid for it. And let's talk about what's in the bag. Right, so now this, I've heard about this, is called Username Evie by Joe Sugg, who is a YouTuber. And I've heard actually really good things about this graphic novel, so I look forward to reading this. Published by Hodder and Stoughton, and here's the blurb. Like anyone who feels they don't fit in, Evie dreams of a place of safety. When times are tough, all she wants to do is a chance to escape from reality and be herself. But unbeknownst to Evie, her beloved father has been working tirelessly to create a a virtual ideal just for her. And life as she knows it is about to be altered forever. Could this be the perfect world Evie has longed for? Or does the hardest journey still lie ahead? Okay. And so I look forward to reading this. Pretty good condition and lovely artwork. And Mindy Lopkin, Amit Birdie, Joe Sugg, Matt Wyman, and Joaquin Pereira, okay, who are the creators of this graphic novel. To look forward to reading this. So, yes, the first thing I got a bit of a lovely little mixture. This, Giovanni and Tom Fletcher's Eve of Man. How to choose between love and the future of the human race. This is such a new book as well. I think this only came out like 2 years ago. Not even that. Here you go. 2018. It's actually first edition. Oh, it's first edition. I did not know that. I just picked it up. So, by, Eve of Man. Now, here's a blurb, okay? Alright. All her life, Eve has been kept away from the opposite sex, kept from the truth of her past. But at 16, it's time for Eve to face her destiny. Few potential males have been selected for her. The future of humanity is in her hands. She's always accepted her fate, till she meets Bram. Eve wants control over her life. She wants freedom. But how do you choose between love and the future of the human race? Eve of Man is the first in an explosive new trilogy by best-selling authors Tom and Giovanna Fletcher. Okay, so I look forward to this. So against all odds, she survived. The first girl born in 50 years, they called her Eve. So basically, Eve is pretty much the savior of humanity. Very much a kind of Children of Men vibe, which is quite funny because it's called Eve of Man. Right, by Giovanni and Tom Fletcher. Okay. And I've actually read one of Giovanni's books, and that was okay. So I thought I'd check out this. All right, so it's edition 2. Very, very nice. Nice dust jacket. Okay, so look forward to reading that and definitely reviewing that when I get the chance. Okay, go. By the way, you are watching this in August because my laptop is dead. It crashes every day. I got no one on order. It won't come until the first week of August. So I'm doing this now to upload it later because I'm now going to be very behind on everything, as you do. So, next up in the bag. Now, this is not for me, so my nephew is quite funny. He's not really into literature, but he said to me, got any thrillers? And so I let him go on the train, which I bought, but couldn't get into it. And so I gave it to him and he loves it. So this is for him, okay, because he's getting into thrillers. Very nice. It's called The Family by Louise Jensen. If anyone's actually read it, let me know, okay. But I thought he'd like this, okay. Laura is grieving after the sudden death of her husband, struggling to cope emotionally and financially. Laura is grateful, Judy girl, pronounce words, when the local community, Oakleaf Organics, offer her and her 7-year-old daughter Tilly a home. But as Laura and Tilly settle into life with their new family, sinister things begin to happen. One of the community dies in a suspicious circumstance. Laura wants to leave, but Tilly, fooled by a charismatic leader, Alex refuses to go. Desperately searching for a way to save her daughter, Laura uncovers a horrifying secret, but Alex and his family aren't the only ones with something to hide. Just as Laura has been digging into their past, they've been digging into hers, and she discovers the terrifying reason they invited her and Tilly in, and why they never let them leave. That sounds really good. I might read this myself first. How many pages? 404. I might read this first. You never know. Right, so free down, free to go. Okay, these all out the bag. Now there were several copies of this on the shelf as well. There was like 5 or 6 of them. And but it's a debut novel called Zoology by a guy called Ben Donig. Now, I read the blurb on the back. Beautiful and haunting, Donig is a writer of incredible sensitivity. Zoology explores the tricky journey to adulthood with honesty, humour and generosity. That was by Jonathan Safran Foer. Okay. Right. Beautiful and haunting. And this is actually a really, really long blurb, so I'm going to have to cut it. Okay. Published by Harper Press. It's also a first edition. Came out in 2007. Right. Everyone likes to think of himself as a promising jazz musician. The truth is, he's considerably less glamorous. At 18, he's dropped out of his university, lives at home with his bickering parents, and spends much of his time with his family dogs. So his brother offers to put him up in his New York City apartment for the summer. Henry leaps at the chance to start living the life of his dreams. In the Big Apple, Henry lands a job at the Central Park Children's Zoo, over weeks spent chopping vegetables and shoveling poo. His world gradually expands to include a motley crew of zookeepers, doormen and animals of every description. Right. As months unfold in the haze of jazz bars, ill-advised romances and hard truths about family, Henry learns what it is to love and to lose in his hilarious, inventive and touching debut novel. Right. Yeah, it's a debut, so I thought I'd check out a nice debut. I love debuts, because even if, okay, the prose isn't there, the author, is kind of struggling to, they're over-explaining things, and there's too much going on. I love the passion. The author spent so long on this novel. The passion's always there. So it's kind of like Terry Pratchett's first books like Strata and Dark Side of the Sun. They're lacking his later expertise, but the passion is there. So, 2 more. Okay. Now this was I love this. It is Amazon UK bestseller. Okay, so it started life on Amazon and then it became a proper novel, if you will. It's called Olivia Holmes Has Inherited a Vineyard. Right, and it's by Mark Daly. It's a cool name, by the way, Mark Daly. I like that. Okay, in his Amazon UK bestseller, 44-year-old Londoner Olivia Holmes has a demanding job, a big mortgage, and an underwhelming love life. When she and her 2 distant cousins inherit a ramshackle vineyard, she may just found a wonderful distraction from her everyday existence. However, there is a catch. Right, I love this by UK reviewer, who unknown. It's increasingly rare to come across a book brimming with such unashamed positivity. I loved it. Okay, and okay, Mark Dandy, and not so much about Mark Dandy as I can see. A quick look. Is there anything about Mark? No, Mark, but it came out in 2018. Kudos to you, Mark Dandy. You know, after I read it, I'm going to let you know. I think I'm going to enjoy this book. Okay, and last but not least, the creator of the Me Before You, okay, and After You, and Jojo Moyes' Paris One. Okay, so 11 unmissable stories from the #1 international best-selling author of Me Before You and After You, and Paris One and other stories. So basically, I don't know much about this, but it's like a short story collection, 11 short stories. Don't have to all set in Paris, but I'm going to maybe I'm not. Paris One, which is quite, looks like more like a novella. But the short stories, Honeymoon in Paris, Last Year's Coat, something called Margot. So I think they're all set in Paris, and I love this. Now, when I got to the RSPCA, they said to me, "Oh, it's 5 books for £1." Wow, hey, I'm straight there. Okay, turns out no, it was £3 or pounds. So basically I got this beautiful lovely book bounty, okay, of 6 books, 2 of them hardbacks, for £2. I mean, if I bought this brand new, it would have cost me £12.99. So I'm supporting the RSPCA. There is some lovely books for the grand price of £2. Thank you, RSPCA. Very happy. So this is what I got. And now charity shops are open. Please go and support your local charity shops. I absolutely love them. Okay, I buy all my books from charity shops. And so I just love them. So that's what I got. This is updated now in August. Hopefully this month's better than this month. And take care, everyone. I love to you all. Stay safe and all that. And bye now.